Am I live? Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to your very own BYJU'S 9th and 10th grade channel. I'm your teacher Aishwarya and I welcome you to today's class where we are going to be doing top 30 most important questions from geography altogether. Now the questions that we are going to be solving today are all MCQ based questions and we are going to be doing it on the Menti platform. So everybody, this particular class I'd like to wind it up maybe in about 1 hour 15 minutes, not more than that. But we will do a quick revision of all different types of questions that you can get in your board exam. So everyone, very quickly, please do let me know if my audio, my video and my screen and whatever I'm writing on the screen is visible to all of you. If it is, give me a quick thumbs up to let me know that we are good to go. Yes, so they are setting up the comments on my screen. So in the meanwhile, I'm just going to have a quick look at the comments. Okay, Divyanshu, Ashvi, Ashman, Neha, Ayushmi, good afternoon. Yes, Manoj, all fine. Awesome. So now I know today all of you had class in the morning and then this is probably coming with a very short break. So nonetheless, we're going to get started and I'm going to give it about a little bit of time for all our other friends to join. In the meanwhile, all of you please go to menti.com. So please go to www.menti.com and the code is going to be 4749283. Yes. So what is the code? 4749283. Yes. So I'm going to move on to the next slide so that all of you can see the question slide. Now I see that many of our students were not aware today. I was taking it at 12. Normally I take it in the evening. But it's okay. How many of you ever joined? It's fine. Later all of you can watch it once after the live stream, right? Okay. How to join Menti? Go to www.menti.com. And then they'll ask you for this code. So please put in this code. Yes? Good afternoon, Harshit. Good afternoon, ma'am. Now I can spot all this. Yes, I will wait for some time. Ayushman is a cat. Okay. Then, see, I'm keeping the session light. It's not going to be heavy for all of you. It's going to be pretty light. It's going to be pretty easy. Trust me, but the intent of this session was mainly to give you a little more confidence with Menti. Because what happens is that if I go with a normal PPT driven session, it becomes longer than usual. So with Menti, I'm able to make it a little more concise. And at the same time, all of you are able to practice more, right? Good evening, Arlene. Good evening, Kaustubh. Yes, I'm going to wait on this slide so that all of you can see. Okay. Yes, so that you guys can study in the night. Otherwise, late evening when I take classes, it will go on and on and on, right? So that's why today morning you have a pretty productive morning. Yes, Pratyush, we'll be very fast. Good afternoon, Ritika. Good afternoon. Shrimohi, not today. We will not do subjective today. We will focus on objective questions. Lot of subjective questions have been converted into objective. Yes. Okay. Katie, give me 1 minute. Let's wait for some of our friends also to join, right? We'll wait for 2 more minutes. Okay. Ma'am, please sit. Why? I'm fine. Tejas, please get out of class. Now is not the time. Okay. Now, please give it as they set everything up. New to channel. I hope that you are enjoying the class, right? Many of you, see, around this time is when you discover the channel and when you come to our classes. So hope you're really enjoying the classes. We have a lot of exciting sessions coming up from next week. So we will be telling you what is going to be the plan that's going to happen on the channel from the next week up until March 11th. So what can you expect in the next 2 weeks, especially when your board exam is at the peak? You know that your test partner is going to be BYJU'S and has to be BYJU'S, which is why we are going to get started. Okay, very good, Shiva. Very proud that you got full marks. Super proud. Okay, hello, Kavyanjali. Hello. Yes, so I'm going to wait for 30 seconds more and then we're going to get started. Yes? Yes, Devang, of course. Ready, set, okay. Shall we get started? Awesome. I'm going to get started because time is also of utmost importance and I've told you 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes and then you can go for lunch. Yes? So let's get started everybody with question number 1 on our screens now. So let's have a look. Answer the following. Mining sites are abandoned after excavation and excavation work. When excavation work is complete, leaving deep scars and traces of overburdening. Identify the states which have been deforested due to mining and overgrazing activities. Yes. Identify states where it is not just mining, but it is also overgrazing. So based on this, what would be the answer? Very good. The correct answer here is option A, which is, oops. Yes, the correct answer here is option A, which is Jharkhand and Rajasthan. So Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh are all affected because of the mining activities that happened there. The land quality or land degradation has happened. And over a period of time, we know that especially in states like Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, land degradation has happened mainly due to what? Mainly due to overgrazing activities. Then what do we have? We have over irrigation. So can you tell me the states which are affected due to over irrigation? Yes, it could be Chhattisgarh, but Divyanshu, the question was land degradation due to mining and overgrazing. So based on those two, what would be the answer? Answer would be option A. Yes. Very good. Punjab, Haryana, parts of UP, all of them also get affected due to over irrigation. Very good. Okay. So with this, all of you, correct answer is option A. Awesome. Now let's get going to question number 2. Yes. So let's have a look at question number 2 on our screens. Now, there is enough for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed. Who said that? Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, or Sundarlal Bahuguna? Yes, Ritika, you did. See, today's mentee is about touching the different aspects of geography. So don't worry. Easy, right? So we know that this was said with respect to what? Can you tell me? What was this said, or what was this said with respect to what? Why did he say that there is enough for everybody's need and not for everybody's greed? Yes? Why did he say this? With respect to resources? Exactly. So we know that over a period of time, there was resource exploitation taking place. We saw that the way we were utilizing resources was above and beyond what was actually needed. Hence, we knew that there was a need to conserve our resources and use methods in which we use it sustainably, which is why this was said with respect to that aspect. Exactly. Now students, remember that, let's say, causes of resource depletion, steps to do resource conservation, Rio de Janeiro summit, then of course Agenda 21. These are all things that you guys need to remember because they can ask you questions based on the same. Yes? Awesome. Now let's go on to question number 3. Yes? Cartoon fan, that's because probably you'll have to do it on Menti. So go to Menti, look at the pinned comment. You will see menti.com and the code. You can join it. It's on a different platform. It's a live quiz that is happening. Yes? Question number 3, students, on our screen. Okay. So you have a pie chart given to you and you need to tell me based on this. So this was a hypothetical pie chart given to us showing the distribution of manganese in 2016-2017. You need to tell me which two states have equal deposits of manganese. This is so easy. I know it's easy. See, today my aim is not to come and tell you that you guys don't know anything, but rather to make you feel confident about whatever types of questions come, you'll be able to answer it, right? Yes. Arey, this is math. Forget anything else. It is math. Students, who is this? Who has marked Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra? Now you need to mark it as per the pie chart. Okay, remember that. You need to mark it as per the pie chart, which is why in this particular case, right? So in this particular case, okay, I need to check it on YouTube because I'll not be able to go back and see the image. But based on the pie chart given, we see that Maharashtra and Odisha, if you see, have about 25% distribution of manganese, right? So if I just go back to this particular question, and of course clearly I need to increase my quality because it is 144. Yeah, So in this particular case, what do I see? I see that Madhya Pradesh is 27%, while both Odisha and Maharashtra have 25%, which is why the correct answer is option number C. Yes? Okay. Now we will move on. Yeah, there are some twisty questions. There are. Renu, these are not per se PYQs. These are questions given in different, reference books, questions which some are PYQs. But if you want an exclusive PYQ session, we've already done it. It is available in the channel. Okay, 100 PYQs. Question number 4, everyone, on our screens now. Answer the following. This is our assertion reason question. Now, don't overthink it. Let me please tell you, please don't overthink this question. Tidal energy is a renewable source of energy. Reason being that tidal energy is produced by a surge of ocean waters during the rise and fall of tides. If you are going to look at it like science, you are going to overthink it. I am telling you over and over, don't think of it like science. I'm giving you a heads up and a warning. Okay. Very good, all of you. Very good. Majority of you have got the correct answer. Now, I know you will tell me, people who have marked B and who are giving me the answer as B, right? You would have told me, ma'am, ideally it is not justifying why tidal energy is a renewable resource. Because ideally, what is the right justification for R being the correct explanation if it justifies what is a renewable resource? But in this case, right, in this case, if you see, tidal energy is a type of renewable resource. Now, why do we call it? Because we get this energy by the rise and fall of ocean currents, and we know that because of the rise and fall of the ocean tides, we are able to generate energy. And by default, we know that that is an inexhaustible resource. Hence, we see that it can be the correct answer or the correct explanation. So, in this case, the correct answer here is going to be option A. Yes? Like I said with geography questions, don't always see that if it's the exact accurate explanation, right? Like I always tell you, there are times when we think that it is going to be the exact accurate reason coming, because that's what we look for science. Which is why I told you the exact methodology you use for science cannot be used in SST. You need to tweak it a little bit. Is it conveying the ideology? That is what we need to know, right? Arman, you keep practicing with us, fear of board exam will go away. But spamming is not going to help you, right? Okay. Yes. Ma'am, I read surge as sugar. Array, these are silly mistakes you might make in board exam. Don't do that. Okay. Shankar, the comments. Yeah, okay. Comments will come. So I'm looking at my phone. Yup. Assertion statement. Iron ore is a basic mineral and backbone of India. Reason being, India is rich in good quality iron ore. Guys, easy, no? This should be easy. Yeah, thank you. It's okay, I don't need the selfie. Comments is enough. Very good, students, very good. Array, with history, geography, more practice. That is what. Ma'am, when will you do subjective? Soon, soon. I've done this before. Oh, that I don't remember. Okay, question number. This is simple, guys. Why have we got confused here? We know that iron ore is one of the basic ores that we get, and of course we know that it is the backbone, right? But in this case, what do you see? What do you see? We know that India's rich in good quality iron ore, yes or no? Right? India's rich in good quality iron ore. We get magnetite, we get hematite, and we also export iron ore as well. So in this case, what do you see? Both A and R are true. Isn't R the correct explanation? Why is, if India, so in this particular case, if it was the reverse also, it is okay. Ma'am, because it is used in most industries. See, Kaustav, this is what I'm saying. Multiple reasons can be there. Don't look at social science exactly how you look at science, right? India is a basic mineral and backbone of India. Okay, this is true. Why? Why is it called as backbone of India? Because we have a lot of good quality iron ore which can be exported, used in industries, yes. But do you think this alone is insufficient to say that it is not the correct explanation? See, do you think it is insufficient? Yes or no? See, don't look at it. Like I said, don't expect CBSE is going to give you perfectly reasoning ones. They are going to give you vague reasons. They are going to give you really vague sentences. If you look at your PYQs, you will realize that. Rishu Kumar, I have already said these are important MCQ based questions from different sample papers available in the market. If you are looking for PYQs, I request you to watch another video, right? Okay. Yeah, ma'am, it is insufficient. Okay, Kostab is telling it is insufficient. But my question is, if CBSE gives this to you and says this is the correct answer, that means that in this case, it is justifying that we have good quality iron ore. Hence, it can form the backbone because it can be used elsewhere. Yes? So, correct answer here is option A. Okay. Hello, Aditya. Hello. Welcome to class. We're done with 5 questions. So moving on, I can see that Rishabh, Bhargav, Dinesh, Sakshi, Jia, Anusha, Ritika, Star, INS, IHS and Somuse have made it to the top 10, right? Yes. Okay. So far on a scale of, see, right now, like I said, these leaderboard, well and done, very proud, very happy. But if you are looking for marks, I'm more concerned about how many did you get correct out of 5, right? That is what I'm more worried about. Did you get 5 out of 5? If you did, you let me know. Yes? Rank is secondary for me today. Closer to board exams, rank is secondary. For me, I'm more concerned about how much did you get right. PDF of this particular question, I will send it on the Telegram channel. I will send you a doc, right? Subjective questions, those of you who are asking me, please go to the channel, type 100 questions or 100 PYQs from SST. You will find a video that we have just done a few days back and you can watch that. Social science PDF has not been updated. I know it will be updated today. Yes? Okay. 5 out of 5, 3 out of 5, no problem. See, we have a lot more questions coming. So keep calculating your score and tell me how much you get out of 30. Menti for economics, yes. Menti link, Nafiza, look at the pinned comment. You will have menti.com. Type the code that is given. Kostab, no problem. Practice, you whatever mistake you make today so that tomorrow in your board paper you will not, right? Okay. For map, I'm coming up with some unique strategies. I'm actually trying to ideate and trying to make map very simple and different. So I will do a map session for very soon as well. So I'm working on it right now. So, yep. Next question. Yep. Let's pace it up. Question number 6, everyone. See, today I have a mix of easy questions. I haven't brought a lot of tough questions. I have a mix of easy and I have a mix of some vague questions. Because geography may MCQs are relatively lesser in your board paper. But you will get more and more of your subjective questions. Which is why today, just to revise our concepts, I have brought a mix of easy and tough ones. Yes? Awesome. Deepali, you asked that to Khushbu ma'am. I'm not the person for it. Or I will not justify the answer, explanation for it. Which among the following states is the oldest oil producing state? It is right of NCRT. Yes, right of NCRT. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Assam. So basically whatever I've taken today, they're all from your NCRT itself so that you will be able to do like a recall of NCRT. Statements used here, the wordings used here, options used here, they're literally of NCRT. So it's like an NCRT reading indirectly. Okay. Yes, very good. Exactly. Oldest oil producing state is Assam. And where exactly in Assam? Yes, big boy, right? Yes, very good. So in this particular case, the correct answer is option D. Ma'am, which chapter is this question from? This is from Minerals and Energy Resources. Yes. Okay. Open your textbooks, all of you. I have old NCRT with me, so I'm not going to be the ideal person. Go to page number, or I'll tell you the subheading. In Minerals and Energy Resources, go to petroleum And under petroleum, you will be able to find it. Under petroleum subheading, you will be able to find it. Moving on to question number 7, everyone. 7 out of 30. Let's have a look on your screens now. Okay. Name the industry which is self-reliant and complete in the value chain. That is from raw material to the highest value added product. Agriculture industry, textile industry, light industry, heavy industry. I have told you this. This is very, very important. I have given you questions also. DB Bacha, how is 6th wrong? Please go to open your NCERT textbook. Please go to open your this one. Go to petroleum and have a look. Very good. It is going to be the textile industry. Coster, they're going to ask you some basic questions from all of this. So last year this topic was deleted, but this time around 1-2 questions may come, right? You'll not get a large percentage of questions, but if they do, we have to be prepared. Okay. Awesome. It is the textile industry, exactly, especially cotton, right? So there's a whole flow chart given to us from which we need to have a look at it. Yes? Okay. Question number 8, everyone, on our screens now. Yes? Let's have a look. Study the pie chart given to us and tell me which state has the maximum production of iron ore. On your screens now. I'm just going to step outside to drink some water. Simple. Easy peasy question. Very good. The correct answer as per this. Now you know how to read the pie chart. It's going to be Odisha. Awesome. Now moving on to our next question. Question number 9, everyone, on our screens now. Yes? Okay. Now let's have a look, all of you. You have 4 statements given to us from which you need to tell me which is incorrect. First one is on Kisan Credit Card and PAIS, not PIAS. The short form is made wrong. Next up, what do we have? Next up, we see that there's information on bulletin and entertainment programs for farmers, government announcing minimum support price. So based on this, what would be the correct answer? Bacha, read it on Menti. Actually, wait, I need to keep this bit open for me also. Okay. So in this case, what do we know? We're talking about, very good. Correct answer is option D, which is none of the above. So this again, as you all know, right? As you all know, in this particular case, the first one spoke about the Kisan Credit Card and the PAIS, right? So personal accident insurance scheme that is there, which is available for the farmers. We also know that these all come under some institutional reforms that have been taken. Along with that, we also know that there are special bulletins and informative programs made for the farmers so that they are made aware of. Government also provides them with a minimum support price, which is the price at which the government buys the produce from the farmers. So based on this, all the 3 statements are true with respect to the institutional reforms, which is why in this case the correct answer is option D. Yes. Okay. Now see, many of you are very confused with the syllabus, right? All of you, please go ahead and have a look, right? Ma'am, because entertainment is not provided. Okay. Fine. So that is a valuable, I would say that is a reasonable argument that you are all giving me, that ma'am, it can't be entertainment, right? Entertainment cannot be something that is provided, but rather special news bulletin. And it actually, wait, let me just have a look. I think there is a typo. Let me just have a look at the document that I made for this, because sometimes when we copy paste, there might be, like, because we type it in, right? So sometimes there could be some errors which are made while typing. Because I made the questions, but when they get translated into Menti, sometimes some typing error will be there. So I'll just check the document that I have made. No students, there's a typing error, sorry. In B, there was a typing error. It should have not been entertainment because I have typed agricultural only. I have just put that. Moreover, special news, bulletins and other programs are made for farmers which are introduced on radio and television. So there's a typing error on Menti. That is not in this case, right? Which is why in this case, the correct answer is option D. Yes? Okay. So sorry about that. There was a typing error. I'll keep my document open so that I will check it and keep it. I'll keep cross-checking so that if at all some errors are there, I will keep rectifying on the way, right? Okay, no problem. See, if there's a typo error, in such cases with Menti, we tend to face that, right? So in such cases, you can give yourself that credit marks or that grace 1 mark. It's okay. I'm a lenient teacher. You can take it. Awesome. So let's move on to the next question. So question number 10, everyone. Which among the following statement defines sustainable development? So 4 statements are given to us from which you need to tell me which of the following defines sustainable development. We will do all lessons that you want. We will do. Don't worry. Very good, students, very good. So statement 1 says that sustainable use of natural resources without considering the need of future generation. No. How many of you read without as with? So here you've made a silly mistake. That we are saying that sustainable development is the use of resources without considering the future, right? Second point is actually what accurately defines it as the present generation fulfills its need. That means I am the present generation, I am fulfilling my need while also keeping in mind what is needed in the future. Now, the third one says that utilization of resources by past, present and future. No, that doesn't make any sense. Next up, to meet the need of future generation, even if it means that the present generation, we don't consider it for present generation. Absolutely not. Which is why correct answer is option B. Yes. So with this, all of you, we will go to our second leaderboard. Some misclicks are there, but if you knew the correct answer and you've told me the correct answer, then you can give yourself that 1 mark, right? If you knew the correct answer but you misclicked it, you can give yourself that 1 mark. So now I can see that the leaderboard has changed considerably, where I have Bhargav on top, Rishabh, Jia, Divyanshu, Kamalesh, Keshav, Saisha, Nandini, Attitude King and Star. Okay, so very good all of you, very, very good. So now totally your score out of 10 is what I want you all to calculate. Where are you all? Out of 10, I can see many of you have got 9 out of 10. Some of you, in the previous one, there was a small typo. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Very good. Good marks coming my way, right? Good marks. Yes. See, 8 and above are good marks only. Don't be like, "Arey ma'am, I got only 8 out of 10. I got 2 wrong." Those of you who have got less than 7, you need to pay some attention, right? Less than 7, you need to pay some attention. Yes, Ranjita, my promise to you remains. 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes mein ho jayega. Don't worry. Super. In the meanwhile, all of you hit the like button on this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Yes? Moving on to question number 11. Okay. Let's have a look. Waste from nuclear power plants, from weapon production facilities can cause what? So think of it as, this is a general knowledge question. If you have radioactive waste, what can it cause? Cancer, birth defects and miscarriage, weight and height related issue, viral diseases or hair fall and bacterial diseases. Use common sense now. Shout out to Abhinav. Yes. Thank you, Abhinav, if you enjoy the BYJU'S classes and the BYJU'S program. Easy, right? So we know that waste from nuclear power plants are radioactive in nature, right, or they are biohazardous. Thereby, it will not cause viral disease. Viral diseases are caused by viruses. So what can they cause? They can cause cancer, birth defects, miscarriages, and so on. So correct answer is option A. Next up, let's have a look at question number 12. So question number 12 on our screens now. So let's have a look. Analyze the information that is given below considering which among the following is correct. So this particular soil is formed by deposition of alluvium. It is highly fertile. It has various proportion of sand, silt and clay, and it is rich in potash, phosphoric acid and not lime, but it is lime, right? And deficient in organic matter. Well, this we can remove for now. So it is rich in potash, phosphoric acid and lime. The answer is there in the question exactly. These are not BYJU'S, but these are questions taken from different reference books. So they're taken from different reference books. Students, the answer was there in the question itself. It said it is rich in alluvium, it has sand, silt and clay, it is brought by rivers, it is your alluvial soil, right? It is your alluvial soil, not your black soil. Because what are your keywords in black soil? Your keywords in black soil will mainly include cotton soil found in the Deccan Plateau region, right? We see that normally they require high moisture. Without that, they can have cracks on them, right? So those are your keywords. Also known as regood soil, water retention. Those are the keywords. So you need to keep that in mind. Yes? Okay. No problem for those of you who have just joined. Cause the options were not visible in Menti. Okay. Menti is being all senti. I don't know what to do about Menti. All I can do is control YouTube. Where should I practice BYJU'S? Pranav, it is available on the channel. What are sacred groves? Sacred groves are parts of large forests that have been left untouched by, let's say, local people. Place where grazing of animals happen. Forests which are, marked for cutting down of trees. Forests which are used for planting trees with medical properties. Lot of these words, terminologies have been taken from your NCERT itself. Those of you who are giving me D as the answer, all of you open NCERT. Go to NCERT, yes, and you open Sacred Groves wala part. Okay, so first and foremost, all of you, correct answer is... Guys who are saying that sacred groves are places for grazing animals, places which are marked for cutting trees down, place where we grow medicinal properties, they are different. Open forest and wildlife resources, and under community and conservation, don't you have a topic which says sacred groves, which is mainly a protected area by tribals where they worship that area, right? Yes, so in this only it is there, sacred groves. That means that they are protected, they are left untouched by the tribals who live in that area. And it is one way of conserving forests, right? So correct answer here is going to be option A. See, if you have not studied geography till now and you are going to start studying, Shipra, start watching one-shot videos of the chapter. Make a note of all the important topics, right? How do you know which are important? There are a lot of questions which are commonly asked in the examination, like primitive subsistence farming versus intensive. So go through all of the one-shot videos, make a list of important topics and start practicing PYQs. So that way it will be helpful. Ma'am, chapter 2 is not... This is a test. This chapter, see, questions in this Menti are very simple. But it will tell you where you stand with understanding the question. Okay, this will tell you where you stand with your preparation in geography. Because I intentionally came with a mix of relatively easier ones because it's closer to exams, right? So we need to have more and more practice, more and more understanding. So let's have a look at question number 14. Yes. We'll pick up the pace now. Question number 14. Which among the following conservation strategies do not directly involve community participation? JFM, Beach Bachao Andolan or Chipko movement of wildlife sanctuary? Simple. Simple, 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 simple. I realize that forest is a chapter we have just decided that we will not read. Many of you are saying, but good, many correct answers. Very good. Now, they're saying which does not directly involve community participation. Now, when you have wildlife sanctuaries, which are mainly maintained by or has the involvement of the government, while in the case of JFM, Beach Bachao Andolan, Chipko movement, you know that they come under the category of community and conservation. So you know that in JFM, it is a tie-up between the community or the local people and the government. Whether it is Chipko movement or Beach Bachao Andolan, you know that in all these cases, we know that this right here all involves the local people or the community people in that area. But if you look at wildlife sanctuaries, are tribals the ones maintaining that? No. If you look at wildlife sanctuaries, your government and departments are involved in regulating it. So it is not per se coming under the categorization directly, which is why correct answer is option D. Yes? Okay. So very quickly, let's have a look at question number 15 on our screens now. Yes? Let's have a look. Hirakud Dam is about 15 kilometers from Sambalpur. Which river is this dam located on? Ganga, Indus, Manas, Mahanadi. Yes. Now students, let me tell you, many of you more than anything, I feel like you guys are not clear with the social studies syllabus. So please go to Google Chrome, type SST syllabus, then you put 2023, 2024, have a look at it and try to understand what is deleted and what is not. Because community strategies are important. You cannot escape that. And you will get case-based questions also. Yes? Litsa, there are some deleted portions. I'll make a short on this. I'll upload it on Telegram. Very good. It is Mahanadi. Now, why did I tell you this? This particular dam comes for map pointing. So, you need to remember map pointing. Arey, that is Chumma there. Okay. So now, of course, I can see that Rishabh is on top, followed by Bhargav, Jia, Divyanshu still in 4th place, Keshav, Saisha, IHS, Nandini, Good Boy, and Akshata in the top 10. So well done, students. Well done. Yes? So very quickly, out of 15, what is our score? Ranjita, you can try. What? There's no harm in not trying, right? 12 out of 15, okay, 15 out of 15, 14 out of 15, 14 out of 15, 13, okay. Very good. See, 13 and above, excellent, exceptional marks. Between 10 to 13, good marks. Scope for improvement is there. Maybe, most likely, silly mistakes have been made. Below 10 marks, need to have some more effort, right? So, we need to put some more effort in this. Yes? Okay. So half of you, I think, are little scared and you're making mistakes. Don't be scared, guys. See, breathe in, breathe out. This mentee is a very chill-chal mentee, right? Very chill-chal, nothing to worry about. Om, on Monday, we have a launch session. We will tell you what all we are doing, okay? So you will get to know. But in the next 2 days, most likely, I will not be doing any mentee. From Monday onwards, I'll give you a proper scheduler. Yes, I will keep a study schedule as well. We'll be putting it on the channel. Question number 60. Jaldi, jaldi. Okay. Answer the following. Assertion, reason again. Human beings themselves are essential components of resources. Reason being that they can transform material available in our environment into resources and use them. Students, geography is all about never complicating it. See, I like to be an uncomplicated person. So the questions I keep are also uncomplicated. Yes. Okay. People are still answering. No problem. I don't know why we need 45 seconds for this question. Very good. You all remember first page of NCRT. Open your textbook and resource development, you have that triangle. So we know that if any resource is something that we utilize, it needs to be economically beneficial, right? We know that it needs to be something that is socially acceptable and something for which we can implement the technology. But if today I am able to generate electricity from coal, or if I am able to burn petrol and run my car, one very important key factor is me as a person itself, right? Human beings and their ability to transform that, which is why in this case both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation for A. Yes? Okay. Now moving on to question number 17. Yes? Question number 17 on our screens now. Okay. Anish, can I talk about that towards the end of the class? I love this question because it's of NCRT again. The ocean waters contain vast quantity of different minerals, but most of these are widely diffused to be of any economic significance. However, common salt, magnesium, bromine are largely derived from ocean waters. Yes. I have not done NCRT reading, but normally when I take classes, I do, in my one-shot videos, if you see, I do NCRT reading side by side. Because I always feel that it's better to read NCRT side by side than do a separate reading session. Because you will get bored after one point. So it's better to study and read. Very good, students. Very, very good. Many of you here have got the correct answer. Both statements are true, right? Now, all of you go to minerals and energy resources, right? So, when you open minerals and energy resource wala chapter, one chapter that when we look at it only, we are like, ooh, ma'am, right? So, under that, if you look at mode of occurrence of minerals, under point number 5, you will see that these two statements are given to you. That ocean waters have large quantities of minerals, but they are widely diffused in order to be of any economic significance. Yes. Similarly, we see that common salt, magnesium and bromine are derived. So in this case, both statements are true. So with this case, very good. Arey, today I told you, no, we have a mix of questions. It should be that you've read NCRT thoda bahut, right? It should feel like you've done one NCRT reading of these chapters with the important pointers. So that is the intent of the mentee itself. Otherwise, I could have come with really complicated questions. I've given simple ones only. Arrange it in the correct order. 4 steps in textile industry. You need to tell me the correct order. Simple. One is transporting clothes into workshop. Second one is sale in shops and showrooms. Spinning in yarn. Spinning of the yarn and then weaving. Yes. Yeah, these are only easy. Guys, I told you today, right? Today's day is not about making you feel like you don't know anything. But rather, I want to give you little confidence. See, how will you get confidence? In these ways, right? So let me tell you that sometimes some questions are simple. They are not going to be very tough. There'll be 1-2 tough questions. So we will do all kinds of questions. But today we are going to do simple, easy, relaxing ones to give you confidence and hope that geography is not tough, right? So in this case, correct answer is first spinning of the yarn, followed by weaving the fabric. Then after you get the fabric, you manufacture the garment. Then you will, transport it to the workshop. And from there, when everything is done, you will then sell it. Yes? Okay. Hey, all you Naruto fans, calm down and give me the answers. Question number 19 on your screens now. Which among the following is a private sector industry? Yes? BHEL, Tisco, oil or sale? These are good for questions. This question can come in exam. And I feel I've asked this question to you guys before, right? I feel like this is a question that I've asked. This is a very repeated question. Arey, this will come. This is a PYQ question. Very good. Yup. So in this particular case, what do we see? We know that this right here is private, right? So this is a private sector industry. We know that these two, we know that these two here are public sectors. Then we know that oil is a joint sector. Full forms, they may ask you, but mostly questions like this only will come. They'll never ask you what is the full form of BHEL in the exam. Or they could actually, so learn it and come anyway. Okay. Now let's move on, all of you, to question number 20 on our screens now. Question number 20. So I'm going to pick up the pace now. India is endowed with fairly abundant resources of iron ore. Iron ore is exported to Japan and South Korea via which port? Yes? Abhinandan, you first give me the answer. Then you say all these cheesy lines in class. Very good, all of you, very good. So you all remember when we were doing in the PYQ session, how many of you remember that there was a question on 3 characteristics of the Durg-Bastar Chandrapur belt? You guys remember that? You all remember there was a question, a 3-mark question on explaining the characteristics. So based on that, we discussed that when we discuss the characteristics, we see that in this particular belt, we get a lot of good quality iron ore that is used for steel production. And of course, we see that iron ore from there is exported to Japan and South Korea via Visakhapatnam port, which is why in this case, the correct answer is option D. Okay. Now let's have a look at the leaderboard and let's see where all of you stand. Now see, like I said, all of this is from NCERT. I've taken one sentence, we've made MCQ out of it, and of course from reference books also, and we have made this. So I can see Akshata is the fastest, but Bhargav is on top, followed by IHS, Sritama, GR, Saisha, Keshav, Attitude King, Divyanshu, and Good Boy. So well done, students, well done. Dibyajit, that means bacha, lot of hard work needs to be put in SST, okay? That means you need to put in some effort. 15 below, all of you, whoever has got 15 below, more effort needs to be put. That means that either we are making silly mistakes, or either we have not understood something properly, or we need to, put some more effort in recalling, actively recalling. Yes? So use mind maps, tables, flowchart, and spend some more time. Okay. Ma'am, just joined the Menti. Then you tell me how much you got, how many you attempted, and you give me the marks out of that. 3 out of 20 scares me. 16, 18, good. See, 16, 17, you guys have scope for improvement. That means some things we are not clear, so we can. There's more scope for improvement, definitely. Last 10 questions, all of you. 4 out of 5, that is good marks. Okay. No problem, everyone. Last 10 questions, and I think in 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, we will be able to wind it up, right? So let's quickly have a look at the next question, question number 21. Identify the largest bauxite producing state in India as per 2021. I have screamed this in the 100 PYQ session. This is something that I keep telling you. See, half the time I'll tell you such questions. Most of the time I am screeching and screaming this. This is important. Don't forget. This is important. So, it is there in your NCERT, all of you. It is Odisha, right? Largest producer of bauxite. All of you open your textbooks. Just under that pie chart. Largest bauxite producing state in India is this, right? Which is why correct answer here is option C. Okay. Very good. Now let's move on to question number 22. Okay, thank you, Anjali. Who is this Snowy X? You pay attention in class. Let's have a look at this particular question. Proper discharge and disposal of industrial waste can reduce When I would like to add one sentence, industrial waste after treatment. I'm adding this. Industrial waste after treatment can reduce land degradation in suburban areas. Regions like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, over irrigation is the cause. I have changed it. I have added a sentence in statement A that proper discharge and disposal of industrial waste after treatment can reduce land degradation in suburban areas. Very good, students, very good. Just 1 minute. Okay, so we know that these are again two sentences of NCRT. So in this particular case, if you see, we know the second sentence is already something that I discussed. Statement 2. Statement 2, I told you Punjab, Haryana and parts of UP are responsible for land degradation due to over irrigation because their extensive agriculture happens. But if you look at statement 1, what is statement 1? We're talking about if we were to treat in suburban areas, right? That means we're talking about in say towns, little outside urban areas, then we see that proper discharge of waste materials and after treatment of industrial effluents, right? If we are able to treat it and then we are properly discharging it, then that can also have an impact and considerably bring down land degradation, which is why in this case the correct answer is option C. Yes? Okay. Thank you so much, Lakshita. Thank you so much. Okay. No problem, Kaustubh. You give me the answer. Mark it. So let me move on to question number 23. In the meanwhile, I need to just do one thing and block a certain someone. So give me the answer to this question. Sam blink, but the answer still remains the same. The answer is still the same if you see. It is Odisha only. Okay. Oh, awesome. So let me come to this. Reserved and protected forests are also referred to as what? So we know that reserved and protected forests are together known as permanent forests. So can you all tell me one state wherein we find these permanent forests? One state. We know that Madhya Pradesh is an example where we find both reserved as well as the protected forests. Okay. To tackle Om's question, ma'am, we find it, right? There are deposits mainly found in Madhya Pradesh, but the largest bauxite producing state in India is Odisha. So, Om, it will be Odisha only, not MP. And I think in the previous question there was, did we have an option of MP? We did, but it's Odisha. Largest state is Odisha. Moving on to question number 24. All of you, let's move on. Question number 24 on our screens. Yes? Arey, no problem, no problem. Let's get started. Question number 24 is assertion reason. Plantation has an interface between agriculture and industry. Reason is that plantation is a type of commercial farming where a single crop is grown on a large area. What is the answer? Guys, are you not playing on Menti? See, if so much problem is there in Menti, then I would suggest that next time onwards I'll bring PPT and we'll do polls. If you prefer that, I'll do it. Arey, no problem, Om. Very good. Kaustubh is like, ma'am, I've stopped overthinking. What happened, guys? What happened? Yes, it says that all of you open your commercial farming page. It says that in plantation, we see that there is an interface between agriculture and industry, right? It is an interface between agriculture and industry. How? See, here, if you look at it, if they said that, if your reason statement said things like, the food materials are processed immediately after. So if there is any mention of any industry, right, let's say that they said there are industries closely associated after the raw materials are available, or if they use sentences like the raw materials are processed, they are manufactured, and we see that then they are sold. So in such cases, we see that again. So in this case, what do you see? We see that in such cases, if they elaborate with respect to the industry part, then it is the correct reason. But here they're saying that it has an association with, let's say, agriculture and industry. Reason is that plantation is a type of commercial farming where we grow a large scale of one plant in a large area. So how is that pertaining to how plantation and industry are closely related? So in this case, we see that that is not justified, which is why, yes, both statements are true, but it is not the correct explanation, right? It is the incorrect, or it is not explaining why agriculture and industry is, what do you say, related. Yes, it don't explain, it's not explaining. Hence, correct answer is B. Ma'am, we can say it is an interface because we use the raw materials. Okay, but is it telling that it is using raw materials? I would have still agreed if it says plantation, in plantation, large scale materials, or let's say large plantations are grown in order to use the raw material. The word using is not even coming. We are just defining what is plantation. Hence, we see that it is not the correct explanation, right? What is the correct reason? Correct reason would be that in the case of plantations, manufacturing industries and other industries are closely related. So that tomorrow, if they have to sell also, or if they have to, let's say, you have a tea plantation, you also get tea powder closely available, right, from that particular tea estate, farm or whatsoever. So that explanation would be there. Okay, moving on to question number 5 very quickly. Yes, question number 5 on our screens now. Iron ore is the basic mineral and the backbone of industrial development. India is rich in good quality iron ore, which is the finest iron ore that is available. Magnetite, hematite, bauxite, limestone. Yes. So from next time, I'm going to bring polls actually. I realize which is surprising that many of you you're not able to, pick that up. Vikas Bacha, like I said, many people learn from me, many people don't maybe follow my way, just probably because of the English that I speak or whatever it be. But if you're not able to learn from me, don't waste your time. Board exams are close by. Please go to someone who you are able to learn from effectively. I am more worried about you doing well in boards. You telling that is not going to affect me. Okay? Very good. We're talking about which is the finest or the highest quality iron ore. So what would that case be? It is not hematite, but it is magnetite. So correct answer is option A. Yes. Moving on. Let's go on to the leaderboard and let's have a look. Awesome. So in this case, I can see Bhargav is on top, followed by Shritama, Saisha, IHS, Jia, Attitude King, Keshav, Good Boy, Shubhra, and Lokesh Mali, who have made it to the top 10. So well done, students. Well done. I'm super proud. Okay. Can you just give me the whole sentence? Right? Nope. Ashwi, no more scope for improvement. Study X, go to www.menti.com and type in the code. Yes? Okay. Subjective questions we will do later. Leguminous plants, OMA, those plants which have, plants like your pea and your beans, where in the root nodules you find these bulb structures, right? Inside which you have rhizobium, and they improve the nutritive function, or they provide more nutrition. Shantek, give me the sentence. Can you just give me the sentence? Okay. We guys will do it for economics also. We will do case study questions also. Yes, take my name. I will take. Okay. Awesome. So let's move on to our next question. Question number 26. Last 5 questions. Okay. Awesome. So let's have a look. How to save gap days. I'm doing a session on that actually, so you can watch that very soon. But during gap days, try to maximize, especially when you have your English and your Hindi exam ka gaps, use it wisely. Yes? Question number 26 on our screens now, right? So in this particular case, if you see, you have the information given below. Contour plowing, terrace farming, strip cropping and afforestation. So what are these steps for? Measures of plowing, measures of soil conservation, measures for terrace farming or measures for afforestation. What is the answer to this? Very good, all of you, very good, right? Okay. So in this case, we know that all the four methodologies that are given to us is measures for soil conservation, right? So if you look at it, all four, it's not exclusively for terrace farming, not exclusively contour plowing, but all of them come under the bracket or under the broad umbrella of measures for soil conservation, which is why in this case, the correct answer here is going to be option B. Yes? Now let's move on to question number 27. Yes? Sam, I'll do it towards the end of the class if you don't mind. Denundation, Kashifa, again, I will take that towards the end of the class. Two doubts that I would like to take towards the end if you don't mind. Yes? Okay. Let's go on to question number 27, right? So question number 27, everybody on our screens now. Substantial parts of tribal belts, especially Northeast India, have been deforested by what? Shifting agriculture, mining, tourism, or both A and B? Yes? Primarily, we are talking about what would have primarily happened in the northeastern states. Students, I am stressing on this. Don't overthink the question. Okay. Everybody's telling, ma'am, A and C. How tourism? You'll tell me, ma'am, northeastern states may we have many, maybe probably many people are visiting, so they would have all cut down trees to build for, what do you say, we would have built resorts and all that. It's tourism. Now in this case, shifting agriculture, we know, which is primitive subsistence farming, primarily happens in the northeastern states. So in this case, if you see, if you look at it, and we're talking about substantial parts of tribal belts, right, especially Northeast India, have been deforested by, or rather we can say, when you're saying tribal belts, it's just basically areas where we find tribal people or where they live. So the tribals, of course, will practice primitive subsistence farming, and thereby they will cut down trees to grow plants for grow food or crops for their own need, right? So in this case, what do you see? Answer should be A, right? Simple. Simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Aram se. I wasn't saying that tourists are going to cut trees, but I was saying maybe, you want to build a resort for the tourist. Could be that, but that's not the case, right? That's why I purposely made it tourism. I made it so obvious that you guys would be like, it cannot be A and C. But yeah. Anyway. Now question number 28, all of you. Question number 28. Which of the following best describes the passage? So we have a passage given to us which talks about how Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh are rich in mineral deposits. Arunachal Pradesh has abundant water resources but there is not enough infrastructural development. Rajasthan is endowed with solar and wind energy but does not have enough water resources. Cold desert of Ladakh is rich in cultural heritage. So based on this, what do we mean by that? Regions in India are economically self-sufficient. Only Rajasthan has scope. India has enormous diversity in availability of resource, or resource diversity is prevalent only in North India. This is from an old practice paper, I think 2021 practice paper. Yes. So very good students, correct answer is option C, right? So in this case, we know that India is having, so when you look at resources in India, resources are distributed unequally all across the country, which is why this forms the basis of resource planning, where we need to plan, right? Where we need to plan our the way we need to plan the utilization of resource. So first take stock of where all your resources are present, lay out a plan, and then ensure that your plan is aligned with the national, the plan is aligned with the national developmental goals. Study X, but if you can't join, you give me the answer in the comments, right? Okay. No, this is 2021. Okay. So Suhana, the question was from resource planning. So this is an excerpt of your NCRT where they have said, based on this, what statement will best justify this paragraph given to you. So the paragraph spoke about how in different parts of the country we have different kinds of resources availability and how we can utilize them. Hence, in such case, what will best define that paragraph? The fact that India has enormous diversity in the availability of resource, and then that is something that we get, right? Yes, it's a meow question. Now question number 29, right? Question number 29. Second last question. I kept my promise of 115. Yes? Okay. So I take the power prep classes, Shitrani, but we have a lot more. We're making a lot of different changes in our system so that we're coming up with more and more interesting things. This is also a practice paper question from 2021. You have food crops, rice, wheat, dash, which has jawar, bajra, ragi in it. What is it? Yes, Sakshi, you are visible. You are visible. Very good, students, very good. The correct answer here is option C, which is millets, because millets are your coarse grains which also come under this category, and we know that these coarse grain include jawar, bajra, millet, which are all rich in a lot of nutrients. So the correct answer is option C. Now we will go on to the last question, right? Yes. Last question for today, question number 30. Yes, let's have a look. Okay. What is common between primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming? So you have 4 options from which you need to tell me the correct answer. So instead of large tract of land, you can say large pieces of land. Okay, we'll make this large pieces. Okay, no problem. Very good, Arya. Very good. Even though you joined from 21, so far everything is correct. Okay, Arif. See, board exams are coming, this and all, you don't need to know. Pulses, yes, most of them come under the category of leguminous clans. Okay. Which is common to both. For OMR sheet, I have to check, but if you want details of it, there was a video done by Kriti ma'am. You can watch that video, yes? Okay. Yes, it will come. Hematite, Ranjita, is a type of iron ore, right? It is a type of ore that we get. Just that if you see, when you look at quality wise, magnetite has more percentage of iron that we get when compared to hematite. But nonetheless, India is extensively, or we find hematite in different parts, right? Okay. So very good. Correct answer here is option D, which is the fact that both are labor intensive. Now this is easily going to be a 3-mark question that can come in your examination, where they ask you to differentiate between primitive subsistence and intensive subsistence, primitive versus commercial, intensive versus commercial, intensive versus plantation. They can ask you all of this, right? Which is why in this particular case, this question is very, very important. So all of you, we come to the final leaderboard, right? So let's have a look at the final leaderboard. See, I promised you right? Promised you that I will finish it in 1 hour 15 minutes and I won't take more than that. So in this case, Bhargav has made it to the top with 27,000 points, followed by Shritama, IHZ, Jia, Saisha, Good Boy, Keshav, Attitude King, Shubhra and Lokesh Mali, who have made it to the top. Yes? So students, I am very, very proud of all of you, right? Today, like I said, as much as your rank is good that you've made it to the top 10, I would say that it's okay if you've gotten, if you've, whatever your rank is on Menti doesn't matter, but out of 30, what is your score, right? That is something that you will have to have a look at, yes? Okay. 30 out of 30, very good. 25 out of 30, 22. Let me know how much you have scored in the comments of this video also, right? Let me know in the comments of this video as to how much you have scored. And of course, I know that many of you here have a lot of doubts as well. So one that I'd like to take is drawback of cotton industry. See, when you look at natural cotton, right? The cotton that is obtained from the natural fibers, we see that over a period of time, it is getting a lot of competition, let's say from the artificially synthesized fibers that are there, right? When you look at lot of these chemically synthesized fibers, it has a lot of competition from there. So one, it faces a lot of competition, and secondly, of course, we also see that over a period of time, this could have an impact on the textile industry. Yes? Okay. Now, of course, in this particular case, many of you have done pretty well. And most importantly, students, like I said, I did not map. I did not come with a set of questions which are going to be, super tough also. I made it as simple and direct as possible. I took excerpts of NCRT so that you read NCRT in this way. See, motivation to read SST ka NCRT is very less, okay? Because you'll be like, "Arey ma'am, after one point the words are dancing in front of my eyes." So these are ways in which I can make all this a little easy. Yes, little easy for all of you, where I make it a little enjoyable as well. Now, of course, as you all know, with this you get an idea of which are all your strong chapters, which are chapters where you are getting easily confused, what type of questions you need to work on more, right? Which is why this particular Menti will help you identify those problem statements. And if tomorrow you want to utilize your gap days in, let's say, prepping for geography or prepping certain aspects of it, right? You can use this kind of a session to help you understand that. Now, one question which Anish asked me, for which I promised that I would give him the answer. Career options after 10th, if you want to pursue biology. See, firstly, your straightforward option that is there, of course, is to do medical, right? Doctors, nurses, dentists, medical field is there. But along with that, if you want to do what I did pure sciences. So when I did pure sciences, I went into a stream where I did a BSc triple major in chemistry, botany, zoology. So this aligns me more towards, I could do my master's, let's say, in public health. There's disease biology as an entire sector where pharmaceutical companies are in need, right? Over a period of time when we are looking at it, pharmaceutical and pharma field is something that is booming. Then along with that, but again, all of this, if you want to go abroad also, good opportunities are there outside India. It is there within India as well. Now, along with this, I would also say that if you are looking into biology and the future scopes of biology, along with this, sustainable development is going to be the next big thing, because now a lot of sustainable development consultants, especially in different parts, if you're someone into tech and you've seen all this Apple launches and all of that, every company as to now, they slowly started going towards, aiming in getting, reducing their carbon footprint, carbon emissions. The big companies are going behind that. So tomorrow, if in any field you want to take up sustainable development, it could be with respect to materials, it could be with respect to processes. Those are also options that you can definitely explore. Okay. So with this, all of you, I think, yeah, exactly, Ashvi, solar and wind. And in India, especially, solar energy is picking up because our country has a lot of potential to utilize solar energy, which is why today we are studying about all these things, so that from all this, you are going to get ideas of to what you want to do next. See, tomorrow I might be talking about my students, that tomorrow Om or Sam or Kashifa or Khushi or Ayushman, Ashvi, Aditya, all of you guys have started some business and you guys are revolutionized the country. So I would be proud that you guys have taken up something, right? Yes, Ritika, I know you'll also be there in that. Okay. So with the students, I'm going to be signing off, right? I will be signing off. If you have more recommendations, let me know in the comments of this video. So thank you so much, all of you. Any more doubts that you have, let me know in the comments. I will take it up there. I have a lot of comments to address right from last week, because I remember many of you had doubts and I have not replied yet. So I will be replying to all your comments. So I will do that and I will see you all soon. So up until then, students, take care. Lots of love to all of you and I will see you all soon. So till then, lots of love and bye bye. Good. Have a nice day ahead.